Banana bear.
Yeah.
Take root, bear fruit.
Yep. It's probably my favorite Stay True shirt for sure.
Oh, you missed one year.
But-
One year we got these like t-shirt hoodies.
T-shirt hoodies?
yeah.
Like they were long sleeve?
Yeah, it was like a long sleeve t-shirt material with a hood.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like if you put a hood on this shirt,
Okay.
except it was red,
Okay.
and what did it? What? It was. What was that year? It was Mexican themed.
You're not selling it on.
It was
so
Mexican
far
themed.
for
It
me.
had a guy on it with sombrero.
I would be on board with that.
What was the saying? Nacho? I had something to do with maybe nacho or let us ask you about Jesus, or I don't remember what it was.
Talk about Jesus? Was it taco about Jesus?
I want to
I
taco
wanna
about
talk about Jesus.
Taco about Jesus.
I would be on board
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
I would be on board with
Yeah, I
that.
had a man on the front with sombrero.
I like that. I've seen a T-shirt that says that on it.
Yeah,
You know, and
Yeah.
Martell has all the weird
yeah,
punny
yeah,
Christian shirts.
yeah.
So
I used to wear them.
yeah, I did too.
Caruso, the brand.
Caruso, yeah,
Yeah,
or
Caruso.
it's called witness wear back in the day.
Whoa,
Too.
I didn't have that one.
Witness
That was
wear.
your day,
That
not
was
mine.
when it first started happening.
I had Caruso and Not of This World.
Yeah, yeah.
Not of This World was like the affliction of Christian shirts.
yeah. They made like jeans and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is so weird. They were like ripped up jeans with like they were like bedazzled on the butt and it said like NOTW on the back of them.
I got my Jesus pants on.
Yeah, just check this out.
It's like a buckle.
Yeah, I have to
Or
draw
Christian.
a lot of attention to my backside so you can know that I love the Lord. It's a weird. Like looking back on it, it's like, why did that happen?
That is wild.
Um,
I never had the bedazzled pants.
I did actually have some like not of this world jeans.
Did you? Yeah.
But then they weren't bedazzled, but they were like the stonewashed, kind of distressed, you know, kind of deal for them. And they were not very comfortable, but they looked kind of cool. But
Did you ever have any like not Jesus pants that were
I have some on right now that are not Jesus pants.
that or had like the designs on the pockets, on the booty pockets?
Not like I didn't have them like buckle style.
Yeah.
Like I had some that were like in the 90s, the Jinko pants,
Yeah.
like the real wide
Baggy ones.
baggy ones were
Yeah.
like the thing, and I had a pair of those that had like a jester's hat on them or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was about as other than like the stitching for like Lee jeans or Levi's.
Yeah.
Like the Levi's has the
Yeah.
and then I think
Yeah.
Lee's is like a wave or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's about it. I never had like a bedazzled back pocket or anything. Never got into that.
The demographic that surprised me that went all in on the decorated pockets was like the country demographic. It's like I'm going to wear boots, but I'm going to have a little decoration on my back pockets.
Yeah, even the dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Yeah.
well, what was the brand? Was it True Religion? That was
Yep.
like a denim brand
Yep.
that was like
Mhm.
they were super super expensive, but they
Yeah.
had like
Yeah.
they were for dudes and they had like all kinds of
Yeah.
bedazzled stuff on them. Yeah, I never got into that
Interesting.
kind of business. But
Yeah.
if you ever want to bedazzle your back pockets, I do wish that I had a bedazzler
I'm glad you don't.
because
you
I
would
would
bedazzle everything.
I would bedazzle so much stuff. I would bedazzle other people's stuff. So they would just like come in one day and it was bedazzled.
Like their backpack. Is,
Yeah, like just like I would bedazzle random things in your office.
What is it? Just
And-
glued on?
I think so. It's just like little jewels that like
Jewels.
it was like a little machine. I think that like you. I think
them on
is
there.
what the bedazzler was. If anybody out there still has a bedazzler, I would like to borrow it.
Do they still make them? Sell them?
I don't know. I bet you could find one out there. Like or they may have like a retro toy place that you
We can make
get.
some shop bedazzlers.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
If we had shop logos on back pockets.
I like that. I like that. Because that's where we want to direct everyone's eyes. So it's like the sunshine just like gleaming off your backside because these jewels are on your pants. It's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
well, I mean, then like there was a thing for a while where like girls would have like something written
Yeah.
across their
Like on
shorts.
sweatpants.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that was bold, but it didn't go to as well when I wore them as. No, I didn't. I did not have anything.
You have juicy sweatpants?
I did not have any juicy sweatpants. I did used to like when I was. So this was the probably late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
This was a thing at the time, but I did not have the body for this to be a thing, but I still wore it.
Okay.
So like at some point 80s, early 90s, dudes would wear like cut off shirts.
Okay.
Like, and so
Like a crop top or like
Yeah,
cut
like
off sleeves?
No, like crop top.
'Kay.
Like
'Kay.
cut off shirt. And so I had one that was I don't know where I got it from. It was probably used to be my mom's.
How old were you?
Probably.
Is this pre-broken ankle or post-broken ankle?
Pre.
Okay.
I was probably 10.
You're running around in a crop top.
Yeah. And I've always been a chubby boy. I've never been thin. So I was running around my neighborhood in a crop top with my belly jiggling out, and I don't know what the shirt meant, but it did say Hickey on the front of it.
Hickey.
And it just said the word Hickey and had like these lines, looked like the Matrix or something. It was weird. I don't know where it came from. It was probably my mom's at some point. So,
Did you cut it? Like, was it a crop top while it was your mom's, or did you crop it?
no, it was already that way when I got it.
Okay.
So, but it was comfortable to ride my bicycle around in the neighborhood. Just feel the breeze hitting my belly button. And so,
I'm so glad things have changed.
it was good times.
My dad, there's pictures of my dad as like a teenager, maybe even older, maybe like 20, in a mesh shirt.
Oh yeah,
He did have a mesh shirt.
I like that.
Yeah.
like Right Said Fred.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
That's the guy that sings "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt."
Oh,
Can we say that on here?
you already did.
No, too late.
We don't edit. That's
Too
the rule.
late.
Only time we edit is when we have to.
Yep.
Other than that, we do not.
Yep. We don't have to edit that one because y'all know that song.
They all started singing it.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the post credits.
Everybody's singing it in their head right now. You're welcome. I'm singing it in my head right now. I'm trying not to.
What else?
I never did the mesh shirt though.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Any more shenanigans? No, there's
can't
not.
think of
That's
any.
enough shenanigans.
Can't think of any.
Guys, open your Bibles
Yeah.
to the Book of Judges.
Try not to think about my belly button.
Do your best not to. I know it's tempting.
Get it out of your head.
Yeah. Can you control your thoughts? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you have to take them captive.
Yeah. Yeah, don't think about a pink elephant.
Yep. So you think about a blue elephant instead.
Yeah.
That's how you fix
So
that.
don't think about Jason's belly button.
Yep. Think about Tanner's belly button instead.
Does it help you not think about it if we keep talking about it?
I hope so.
Anyways, you're in Judges. Well done.
Yeah.
Well
We're
done.
moving along.
Good and faithful servants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever while we're reading, it is just like fun to see like the ribbon move.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we've read that much already?
Yeah, I've
Like-
been reading mine digitally, so I don't see
Yeah,
that, but I see it now, and that's cool.
Yeah. And we're even farther than that.
Yeah, my eyeballs don't work as well as they used to, so it's a little difficult for me.
Yeah. When Jason sends me screenshots, there's
My font is so
4
big.
words per screen.
He asked me the other day, like, how do you read this? Do you just like continually
It's gotta
scroll?
your finger would be tired.
And that's literally what I do when I'm reading. I just do this.
In the beginning, God created
Yeah, it's
The
like
heavens
a couple of words per page.
and the earth.
So, but I have really strong thumbs now. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
That's really good. I thought you got bifocals. Don't you have bifocals?
I do, but that's
Contacts?
still like, I don't know. I do have bifocal contacts in, but they're still weird to adjust to, and it's
Yeah.
still easier if I just have large font.
Yeah.
So I make it large.
So bifocal contacts, because this is why you're here. You want to hear us talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
One eye's far, one eye's short.
Yep.
Okay.
My right eye, I
So do you
see
close an eye?
distance, and
Okay.
my left eye, I see up close.
Yeah, it take you a while to get used to that.
Not really. Like the first day or so, it was kind of weird, but
Yeah.
I adjusted relatively quickly.
Mhm.
So now I don't really notice it most of the time. I mean, I can close my eye and notice that it's different, but
Yeah.
otherwise,
Interesting.
it's my brain just says, if you're looking up close, use your left eye, and if you're looking out, use your right eye.
If it's in that middle ground, your
You
brain's
just-
like, ooh.
you kind of blend them together. I just cross my eyes. No,
there
so,
it is.
so if you see me trip over something randomly, that's why.
Yeah.
My depth perception.
That's seventh sense.
That's something different.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Sixth sense. What was it?
Sixth sense. That was
Yeah.
sixth sense.
I see dead people.
Yeah, because we have 5 senses.
Yeah.
All right, back to judges.
No, there's another one.
What?
There's another one.
What?
6 senses. There's another sense. I heard about this the other day.
So there's 7 senses.
Yeah.
If you're in a movie where you can see dead people.
Yeah. That's there. Yeah. The other one is I think it's called ESP. It's like no, Sports Network. I think it's called ESP. It's like your ability to know. I forgot how. Like it's like your ability to scratch your back without looking at it. Essentially, it's like I don't have to be able to see to know how to get my hand to the spot that itches.
I don't think that's another sense.
What is it?
That's just a combination of the senses you already have.
You're gonna have to take it up with science
No,
because
that's a
they're the one
lie.
that said it.
That's what psychics have. Is ESP.
They just have common sense.
No,
Because
no.
it sounds like you just argued for 2 different things.
No,
One, you're
they
like,
took-
that's silly, we all have it. The other one, you're like, no.
Yeah, they just called it something that already existed that psychics have. ESP has always been like
Talking about That's So Raven?
that's that's what ESP has always been. And so now they're going to be like, "Oh, I can scratch my back without looking, so I have ESP." No, that's dumb.
You're a psychic.
That's not science. You're psychic because you can you can scratch your back without looking at it. No, that's called you have feelings.
In Judges chapter 7, we are in the middle of the story of Gideon.
Yeah,
Gideon. All right, so truth be told, okay, reading through Judges. Jason loves Judges.
Yes.
You guys know this. If you're in his life group class,
Yes.
you know that Jason loves Judges.
and sadly, we're almost done.
Yeah. And so I hadn't read Judges in a good while. It's been a little bit since I've read Judges. And so I was like, man, Jason's been talking all about this book. I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah.
Every chapter we read, I was like, what is Jason even teaching from this? Like, every story is so wild.
It is just way out there.
So
and that's why I
insane.
love it so much. It's
And
so much fun.
And I was like, what is even the application of some of these stories? And then I remembered who Jason was. And I was like, I'm positive you gave some application.
yeah, but
But you love it because it's fat people being stabbed.
yes. And people getting stakes through their head.
Yeah, that's
and people getting chopped up and mailed all over the nation.
That's why you
And
love it.
It is just
Yeah.
like everything you would want in a cool action movie. And just there's trickery, there's people's heads getting smashed. It's wild.
It is very wild. Gideon has one of the more normal stories, I feel like.
Yeah, his is more along the lines of like
there's application in this.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there's application in all of it, but it's harder to find in some of the stories than others. But yeah, this one, Gideon's a little more apparent.
Yeah,
I guess as far as how we can apply, especially the part of the story that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Because there's a good, like all the judges that are listed in the book of Judges, there's only a handful of them that we actually get a good amount of information on.
Yeah.
Like Samson's probably the one we have the most on. Gideon's pretty close up there, probably right behind Samson. But then there's some judges that you get like one verse, and you don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gideon's a little more clear as to how it could apply to us.
Yeah.
So, but today this part of the story that we're talking about is the actual battle part.
Yeah.
And so just to kind of like, if you're already, I guess at this point you're already into Judges.
Right.
And so if you haven't noticed so far, there's a cycle that happens through Judges. And so Israel, over and over through Judges, it says Israel didn't have a king, so they did whatever they wanted to, basically. Whatever was good in their own sight. And so you see Israel rebel against God, and then God hands them over to their enemies, and then they cry out to God because he's handed them over to their enemies. God provides a judge or a hero or a savior or whatever word you want to use for it to deliver them from that. They're delivered, and then there's like a period of peace where they're kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing, but then they turn right back around and start worshiping idols and following the customs of the land and so forth. And it's just like this cycle that goes over and over and over all throughout Judges. And so here with Gideon, we're at that point. They're in bondage to the I think it's the Midianites, if I remember correctly. And they are rough on them. They're stealing, stealing all their food, destroying their crops, taking their sheep, their donkeys, their everything, and they're literally, Israel is at the point of starvation right now, and they're trying to hide the work that they do and the food that they gather and prepare so the Midianites won't come take it from him. And that's kind of where Gideon was when all this, when the angel of the Lord finally came to him and said, "Hey, you're going to be the hero."
Yeah. So
and this is how it's going to happen.
Here's the thought I had, and this is not specific to the story of Gideon, but just kind of the story of Judges as a whole. I feel like often we notice the wrath of God in the Old Testament. That's pointed out quite a bit. That God is, we see His judgment, and it is seen throughout the Old Testament. Yep. But so is His compassion.
Oh yeah.
And his long suffering, his patience for his people.
Yes.
And the Book of Judges, I think, is an extreme example of that.
Absolutely.
Like the people of Israel just rebelling over and over and over again. And the Book of Judges is the story of another chance and another chance and another chance and another chance. Like, you guys want to rebel against me? All right, I'm going to raise up a guy that's hopefully going to get your attention and lead you back down the right path. Right. And then they'll follow that path for a season, and then they rebel again. The Lord's like, all right, I'll bring you somebody else. And so I guess I say that to say the God of the Old Testament is the same as Jesus.
Yeah, it's Him.
Yeah. We for some reason forget that He is still compassionate and slow to get angry in the Old Testament, but He is. Yeah. And He is just. I don't mean to take away His wrath. He is just, but.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of that in the Old Testament, I think, is like the death and destruction and war and all that kind of stuff is, I think, overarching
Yeah.
is to show our extreme need for a savior.
Yeah.
But we see all those stories in the Old Testament and maybe sometimes forget his compassion. But he, like, the one of the, and later on in Judges, I don't know if you're there yet at this point, but one of the other judges, I think it's Japheth. The children of Israel go to God and say, "Hey, we're in bondage. We need your help." And God's like, "No, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not helping you anymore."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Well, we're gonna turn. We're gonna repent. And they get rid of their idols. They start worshiping God again, and he has compassion on them.
Yeah.
And still, like I said, even after, to this point, there's been so many times where they've went against him and said, "I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not."
Yeah.
They're going back and forth, and he still had compassion for his children. So definitely we see that throughout Judges in particular.
Yeah. And this is who God told Moses he would be: compassionate and gracious and slow to get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he also said he will not.
Yeah.
He will not. What was the word? How did he say it?
Let the guilty go unpunished.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Yep.
And that goes for both Israel and their enemies.
Right. Of course.
And so we see that both ways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So here in this battle, what's going on in Judges chapter 7? Gideon is putting together a military to go and fight the Midianites, right?
Mm.
And so he's putting together a military, and the Midianites are ginormous. And so that was one of the things that I wanted to research and figure out, like, okay, exactly how many troops are there? Midianites have 135,000 soldiers.
Yeah.
You found that out in chapter 8.
Yeah.
135,000 soldiers.
Yeah.
Gideon's army, the Israelites, they begin with an army of 32,000.
Yeah.
Already at a major disadvantage.
Major outnumbered.
Yeah.
And their soldier and the Midianites were also very highly skilled, trained warriors.
Okay.
And at this point, Israel, they were not.
Yeah.
They were farmers.
Yeah.
They had, and there's somewhere, I can't remember the passage that it says, but it says something about them just having, like, basically their farming tools.
Yeah.
And they didn't have swords and shields and chariots and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And shovels.
They were just farmers.
Yeah.
And nomads, and they were not trained warriors.
Yeah.
From the beginning, you have 32, like, 32,000 country boys.
Yeah.
That are out working the land
versus 135,000
trained warriors.
Yeah.
Like skilled, experienced.
Yeah. And so Gideon's put together this army, and he's about to go to war with them. Already got to be terrifying.
Yeah.
And the Lord's like, nah, your army's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and just to back up a little bit, I know we're not covering the kind of the first part of this experience with Gideon, but just to kind of set the scene too, like, Gideon is from the smallest / weakest tribe in Israel. He's from the tribe of Manasseh, and that was one of the things that I kind of saw when I was studying through this. Like, the angel of the Lord, or he told the angel of the Lord, like, "Hey, I'm from the weakest tribe. I'm from Manasseh. And I'm even the weakest person in my clan."
Yeah.
And so I went back and looked at all those parts that we skipped over with, like, the census and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Manasseh had the least amount of soldiers and like eligible men to serve and work, and so even himself.
Yeah.
He came from the weakest point of all of Israel.
Yeah.
And then he's got the least amount of soldiers now.
Yeah.
Or not even soldiers, just people willing to fight.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, from the beginning, he's set up in such an impossible scenario.
Yeah.
But then it gets worse.
Yeah. Yeah. The Lord says that you have way too many. That's the verse that I highlighted in chapter 7, verse 2. The Lord said to Gideon, Yahweh says to Gideon, "You have too many troops for me to hand the Midianites over to you, or else Israel might elevate themselves over me and say, I saved myself."
Yeah.
And so the Lord says that you're not going to get glory for this.
Yeah.
And so he has them through a couple different tests, and if you want to talk about the test, you can. but through a couple different tests,
Yeah.
dwindled down their army to 300 men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his first thing is like, hey, if you're afraid, go home.
Yeah. Yep.
And so a bunch of them go home.
Yeah, and then they go to drink water, and he's like, all right, if you drink a certain way, go home.
Yeah. So it was weird stuff. And then he
Yeah.
finally gets down to like, okay, you got 300 people.
300 people. Let's go to war.
300 inexperienced.
Yeah, versus 135,000.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. And then in chapter 8, they go to war. And they, of the 135,000, only 15,000 are left. 120,000 men were killed by 300.
Yeah. And if you read on, they go on to hunt the rest of those down.
Yeah.
And eventually, Gideon and his army, he gets some help from the other tribes kind of after that, but he goes and kind of cleans up the rest of them.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
But this one battle, against all odds,
Right.
and God clearly gives them the victory. Because, and that's one of the things that we've kind of talked about throughout this, it's the study that I've been doing through Judges, is, and it's not even just in Judges. Like you see this even through the stuff that we've read in the Old Testament so far with Israel and with Moses and everything else. There's scenario after scenario where God intentionally puts them in an impossible position.
Yeah.
I mean, even at the Red Sea, I mean, he's like, hey, go here. It's like, why are you sending us here? We're going to be caught. And there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
And so, but God intentionally sets them in an impossible situation so that when they are delivered, there's no way they can explain it other than God did this.
Right.
Because it is absolutely impossible there's no other explanation for it.
Yeah.
Which is super cool to me.
Yeah.
To see how he's like, no, less. No, you don't need that. You don't need that.
Yeah.
All you really need is my word to you saying that you're going to win.
Yeah.
That you're going to be the victor in this battle.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just the faith is all he's like. He dwindles it down to faith alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah. Do you think he's doing it to us?
I think he can.
Okay.
Sometimes. Now, I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, I think again that's a picture of the gospel.
Okay.
That to understand that that if we look at salvation and if we look at the gospel, we are in an impossible situation.
Okay.
The only way for us to go to heaven, to be in the presence of God, is to be made righteous. The only way to be made righteous is to follow all the rules 100% completely and be perfect.
Yeah.
And we can't do that.
Yeah.
So we're in an impossible situation.
Mm-hmm.
But then God sends this hero to like lead us through that and give us victory, and that hero is Jesus in our case. And so this impossible situation is made possible by Jesus, but by what he did on the cross. And so I mean, as far as from that standpoint, I think absolutely he did that, still is doing that through what Christ did on the cross. But I also think like in our lives, I think that he removes things from us that could be something that we could boast about, I guess. I mean, I've even seen that at work in my own life with like things that I'm like not sure God wants me to do, or that he's leading me in a particular way. But he's shown me things that like under any other circumstances, there's no explanation as to how those things would work, or that door would be opened, or this question would be answered. It's only because of what God has provided. So, I mean, even on that level, I think he still works in our lives in the same way.
Yeah, a couple different stories come to my mind. Of course, I mean, the gospel is this is a picture of the gospel 100%, that God's going to get all the glory. Like, whenever we get to heaven, we're not going to show up and be like, yeah, I did it. I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
Fought my way in.
That was awesome.
No. Like, there is God is the one who calls us. He's the one who saves us. He's the one that draws us. Like, God gets the glory for every single bit of our salvation. But yeah, even in our walk with Christ, a couple different stories came to mind. One is Paul, and I didn't write this one down. This one just thought of this one. Whenever he prays that the thorn in his flesh would be removed. Mm-hmm. And the Lord responds and says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness, right? And so essentially what we have going on there, we don't know what the thorn in the flesh is for the Apostle Paul. Some people think it's like eyesight, or I don't know if there's any really way.
Some sort of physical ailment.
Yeah. And Paul says the Apostle Paul says he prayed 3 times that the Lord would take it away. The Lord says, no, I'm not going to take it away. I'm teaching you to rely on me.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave this weakness in your life, cause you to be weak, so that you will have to learn to rely on me. So that I get the glory for everything that happens in your life. It's not because of your strength. It's not because of your bench press max that you're able to fight your way into this position or into holiness. No. It's because of the power of God.
Yep.
So I'm going to cause you to be weak so I get the glory. Okay. The second one is in 1 Corinthians, chapter 2. Chapter 1. Chapter 1, verse 26. Brothers and sisters, consider your calling. Not many were wise from a human perspective, not many powerful, not many of noble birth. Instead, verse 27, God has chosen what is foolish in the world to shame the wise. God has chosen what is weak in the world to shame the strong. God has chosen what is insignificant and despised in the world, what is viewed as nothing, to bring to nothing what is viewed as something, so that no one may boast in his presence. So that no one would boast. And then verse 31, I like this. Let the one who boast in the Lord. So yeah, it is true about the gospel, but it's also true about the Christian.
Yeah.
That the Lord often puts us in situations or sets things up so that he alone gets the glory.
Yeah.
So that we're not sitting around bragging about how good we are.
Absolutely.
And so, I guess like a thought I had, or a question maybe I had for you guys, is like, in what area do you feel insignificant? And is it possible that God wants to use you in that area?
Yeah, that's cool.
In what area do you feel weak? And is it possible that God has plans for you in that area so that he gets the glory? I was trying to think through of like, in what way has this occurred in my life. The only thing that's coming to my mind at the moment, I'm more comfortable with it now, but I think it's just due to familiarity and the Lord working in my life. I was an incredibly shy kid.
Yeah.
Did not talk to anyone. Like would spend all recess just kind of pacing back and forth on the sidewalk, and was just fine. This is what I do. I don't have to have friends. I don't have to talk to anybody. I'm just gonna sit here all by myself. This is my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like terrified to even ask the teacher questions, terrified to ask to go to the bathroom, like that I was a very, very shy kid. And so I can imagine from maybe some of the adults in my life, if you would have guessed, I doubt they would have been like, this kid's probably going to talk for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Yeah.
He's especially not going to stand up in front of people.
Right.
And speak.
Yeah. The first sermon I ever preached, my baseball coach came to hear me preach, and I was like 16 at the time, 17 at the time, and I preached here at East Union on a Sunday night. And my childhood baseball coach came in, and I only preached like 9 minutes. Like, it was a very short sermon. And my coach was like, I don't think I've ever heard you say that many words in your entire life. And so, yeah, like I thought now I'm more comfortable speaking, of course.
Yeah.
And would even say that I enjoy writing sermons and preaching, and I enjoy the study probably part more than anything. But yeah, the Lord's like, all right, I'm gonna take this shy kid and make him talk.
Yeah.
And it would be foolish of me to say, look at what I've done.
Yeah.
'Cause that this is not who I was supposed to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the thing, like, and I mean, I experienced some of that as well, but not. I mean, I've never really been. I would never call myself shy, but
Yeah.
I was terrified to speak in front of people.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think the Lord kind of worked out in my life,
Mm-hmm.
even before I knew it, because
Yeah.
it was something that I kind of was forced into before I even surrendered to ministry. But either way, really what I kind of want to, like you said, for those that are like maybe at that point where like, okay, this is a weak point in my life. Could this be something where God could use me? That made me think of one of the things, like when we were going through this study in Judges, one of the things that the book that I was using to teach through some of this, one of the points that it brought up that I thought was very interesting was the part in the story. So when all this is happening, God's telling Gideon he's dwindling down all his people. He's about to go fight. He gives them like this. They're going to bring pots and flames, and they're going to yell and blow their trumpets and all this kind of stuff. He gives them this like crazy plan and says, "Okay, you're gonna win. You're gonna win this battle." But then he also says, this is the interesting part, that he tells Gideon, like, "Hey, if you're like worried about what's going to happen, sneak down there and listen to the soldiers, what they're talking about."
Yeah. And
so he sneaks down the night before and overhears these soldiers like talking about some dream they had of like this, I think it was like a hay bale or something that like rolled down the hill and trampled them. And they're like, this can only mean that Israel is going to conquer us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there was like this little piece of encouragement that God granted Gideon before he delivered him.
That's cool.
And so it's like kind of the point that the book was talking about is like God still understands that we have a hard time trusting, especially in these situations.
Yeah.
And so it's okay to go to him and say, "Look, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Can you give me like some?" I'm not necessarily like ask for a sign, but like help me, help my unbelief, help me to have more faith and trust in you. And God's not offended.
You're right.
When you come to him like that.
That's
and
good.
So I thought that was a really cool example of God just showing compassion and understanding for us as flawed humans. He knows that we have a hard time trusting, and we have a hard time like processing what he can do. But he still like had compassion for Gideon in that moment. So I thought that was a really cool little like nugget that I never caught before in the story before. That little nuance of how much more that God cares for us, that even in like us not understanding his plan, he's still patient with us. So I thought that was a crazy cool like part of the story. That I never knew before.
Jesus was tempted in every way, just as we are, yet without sin. And so I would assume that Jesus in some way understands that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I mean, it seems as though Jesus was aware of his identity. But I guess like my weakness would be like, are you sure I'm the guy?
Yeah.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that I'm the guy for the job.
Yep.
There's probably somebody out there better than me, somebody out there more equipped, even if I feel called to do it. Like that's probably the areas where, yeah, that I probably struggle with the most. Like in areas where I feel like it's 300 versus 135,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody could do a much better job.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Jesus had to have gone through something similar.
Yep.
Because it says he's tempted in every way just as we are, yet without sin.
Yep.
And so he understands that if you feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And so we have in Hebrews it says, so go boldly before the throne of grace. March into the throne room and say, God, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he already knows.
Yeah. Yeah, he already knows.
He's experienced it.
Yeah. Yep.
As a human being.
Yep. And it says, come boldly before the throne of grace to find grace and mercy to help in a time of need. And so what is the offer from the Lord? Come to me, tell you how you feel, and then I'm going to give you help.
Yeah. And it's going to be help that you will never, it's going to be beyond anything that you could ever explain or think of. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Literally.
And so there's probably people listening to this that you feel as though like there's moments, maybe it's in a church service where you're like, I think God may be calling me to something.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be. God may be calling me to something. And then immediately you begin to doubt yourself. And immediately you're like, I don't have the talent for this. I don't have the skill for that. Like, it can't be me. There's no way God's calling me to do that.
Yeah. Sounds like Moses.
Yeah, and I would just want to say, like, if that's the way you feel, you're the perfect candidate for a calling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Moses was like that. Gideon was like that.
Yeah.
I'm the weakest. Why would you even ask me to do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's several others throughout Scripture, like, why me?
It seems to be that mindset that sets you up for a calling.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so, yeah. There's several guys that we have conversations with that have considered ministry. That's typically one of the excuses is like, man, I don't know. I'm not smart. I can't speak well. I don't know much about the Bible. And normally our response is like, yeah, sounds like you're ready.
Yeah.
Like if you come up and you're
it's
like,
time.
if you come up and you're like, hey, I think God's calling me to ministry, and it's because I can speak well. It's because I know a lot about the Bible. And so I think I want to be a preacher because I think I'd be really good at it. We tell that person, go have a seat.
Yeah.
Bud.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go think about what you just said.
Yeah. Because that's just arrogance and calling don't go together very well.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. The story of Gideon was one of my favorites in Judges.
Yes.
So Samson is up there as well. But
yeah, Gideon wasn't as shocking and grotesque as some of the other stories, but it was good.
Yeah. And it's a line, I don't know where it is. It's in Bible. It's in the neighborhood of the Bible. What does it say? The Lord will not share his glory with another.
Yeah.
The Lord's not going to share his glory with anybody. That if our goal is to put our own name up in lights, the Lord's like, no, not happening.
No.
And if that is our goal, he's going to knock us down a notch.
Yeah.
Pride comes before the fall, right? So he's going to cause us to fall again and again and again until he beats that out of us, and then he can get glory from our lives. Yep. Boom. Why? This is my last question, then we're done.
Okay.
Or I'm done. Why? Where's the connection to Gideon's Bible? Why did they choose that name? The Gideons that hand out the Bibles and put them in hotels. I was wondering where that connection is. Didn't know
No.
if you knew the story and was like, oh, it's right here.
I do not. I'm sure there is a story.
Yeah.
I could probably Google it real quick, but I do not know the story.
If there's any Gideons out there listening, if you could put it in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's some Gideons that come to our. Oh, Craig Cole. He was a Gideon for the longest time. I don't know if he still is a part of them.
Yeah.
But
I've known several people that were part of the Gideon organization.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't guess I've ever. I may have heard the story why they're called Gideons, but I don't know. I don't remember it now. I'm gonna have to go look it up. And find out. But yeah, that's like that particular part of Gideon's story is only like a little piece of it.
Like what's the story?
Do what?
What's the story?
I mean, like in Judges, Gideon's story.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, what we talked about today.
Okay.
Like this battle.
Gotcha.
Is like a piece of like Gideon's story in Judges.
Yeah.
So and it's there's some stuff that happens before the battle and some stuff that happens after that's very, very interesting and kind of wild and so all that fun stuff in Judges.
It's good. It's good. If you want to know about any of the goofy things that happens in Judges, just come chat with Jason. He has I'll tell you about it.
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed Judges.
Let's go.
So
let's go.
And next week's my last one with the life group for Judges.
This Sunday, right?
So this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know when this is coming out, but
tomorrow.
Yeah, so yes, it'll be this coming Sunday we're wrapping up Judges.
Nice.
And the last few chapters are doozy in Judges. So there's some wild stuff in there. It's fun.
I think I'm gonna go eat lunch.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
It's probably about time for me to go eat lunch too.
Yeah, it's 11:40.
Ooh, I need to go.
11:40 our time. I don't know what your time zone is, but it's 11:40 our time.
I just got a response from.
Your email buddy, your pen pal.
Yeah, my scam artist that's claiming to be our pastor. That's
happens.
It's fun times.
Get your kittens on the flip flop.
Yeah.
Next episode will be in 1 Samuel.
Yeah, I like that. Samuel's been good so far too.
Yeah, there's a lot of David in the Bible.
Yeah,
I forgot about it.
Yep.
Excited.
Good times.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Bye, everybody.